Is 3.1 homework number 2, problem solving in the contiguous United States. And first, before I even continue with that question, I need to know what contiguous means. And contiguous means that they are all the states that are touching. They share a common border, or they're next to each other. And we know that we have 50 states in the U.S., but there aren't 50 contiguous states. There are actually 48 contiguous states because Hawaii and Alaska do not touch the contiguous United States. They're off on their own. And so if we subtract Hawaii and Alaska, we're just talking about 48 states here. So that's really important to note when we're talking about the contiguous United States. So now that we know that, let's reread the problem. In the contiguous United States, the ratio of states that border an ocean to states that do not border an ocean is 7-9. How many of the states border an ocean? So what we're going to do here is I actually already set up a tape diagram, which you'll learn a little bit more about in 3.2. And there are multiple ways to do this, but I think this is the best way for us to really understand what's going on here. So I set up the amount of contiguous United States states that border the ocean is 7-9. So you can see here I put border 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then states that do not border, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And again, I have that because the ratio is 7-9. Now I also know that if I add all of the states up that border and do not border out of the contiguous United States, I know I have 48 states. So somehow, the amount that border and the amount that do not border are going to equal 48. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how many pieces I have altogether. So really I'm adding 7 and 9 because I have the ratio is 7-9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have 16 pieces to this puzzle. And I know that there are 48 states we're talking about, and we are going to divide that into 16 pieces. And we find that each of these pieces here is worth 3. Every single one. So if I fill all of these in with 3, then that will tell us how many of each state there are. So how many border? Well, I could represent that by 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we know that's 21. And then I can represent the states that do not border the ocean by 3 times 9. And that would be 27. So the answer to the question, how many of the states border an ocean, would be 21. Now I want to go ahead and check that on this left side of my screen. I know that the ratio is 7-9. And here, once I figured out the actual amount of states, I have 21 to 27. And we're going to take a look. How did I get from 7 to 21? I multiplied by 3. How did I get from 9 to 27? I multiplied by 3. And as you see, we multiplied both numbers in the ratio by 3 and did get 21/27. So we know we did this accurately.